Movie review number 1389 is The Fantastic Four 1 First Steps. The Fantastic Four 1 First Steps is a 2025 movie directed by Matt Shatman. Shatman. So, this movie is from Marvel Studios and is the first film in Phase 6 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and is the official start of Phase 6 of the MCU. So I saw this movie on July 25th, 2025 at ACX Cinema 7 in Blue Ash, Ohio, and I loved it. It was awesome, but it was especially awesome that the fact that the Fantastic Four is now in the same, I would say, universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as like with the Avengers and other characters. So the Fantastic Four is a superhero team comprised of four individuals. The first one is Reed Richards, who goes by the name of Mr. Fantastic. He is the leader. The second one is Susan Storm, who is the Invisible Woman. Reed and Susan love each other. We also have Susan's brother, Johnny Storm, who is the Human Torch. Basically, he's able to fly while being on fire. And then we got Ben Grimm, aka the Fiend, a guy who turns into a fiend that is made of rocks and pebbles and is very strong. These four people are the Fantastic Four, Marvel's first family. And there have been a few Fantastic Four films, one that was unreleased from 1994. Then we got two Fantastic Four movies with the same cast from 2005 and 2007. Then we got a reboot version from 2015, but none of them but all of them were pretty much standalone films. Until Disney bought Fox in 2019, which allowed Disney and Marvel to use the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the same universe of the Avengers. Pretty awesome. So, you know how last year we got Deadpool and Wolverine, basically characters from X-Men series? Now we got a movie based on the Fantastic Four. Now, this movie takes place in the 1960 futuristic period. So it doesn't take place in the present, it takes place against the fragrant backdrop of a 1960s inspired retro futuristic world. And the film follows Reed Richards, Susan Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, who are the Fantastic Four. And I believe they have been that way for a few years after they each went into space and they got injected with cosmic rays that allowed them to have these superpowers. And ever since then, they became superheroes to the public. Well, as Reed and Susan announced that they are going to be having a child, things couldn't be more perfect for them until they faced the most daunting challenge yet. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, they must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, the Silver Surfer. And if Galactus' plan to devour the entire planet and everyone on it won't bad enough, it suddenly gets very personal. Especially when Reed and Susan are about to have a child. And if this revealed a little bit, I'm not going to do it into too much, that this child, who is Franklin Richards from the comics, let's just say that he may have a special ability of his that could be developed later on in life. Of course, we won't know too much of it yet. But like I said, Franklin Richards is Reed and Susan's son from the comics. I'm only saying that because it's from comics. But anyway, So the Fantastic Four not only have to take down Galactus and also try to prevent the Silver Surfer from causing any harm to Earth, Reed and Susan must also try to figure out a way to protect their child, especially if this child is to be born with special abilities. And this could cause some interest to some people. I won't reveal too much more, but this was really good. So the movie was originally just called The Fantastic Four, but they changed it to The Fantastic Four One First Steps, which is basically like the first step to larger themes for the Fantastic Four. But the film does take place in the 1960s, so this is before the Avengers form or a lot of things that happened during the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now it does take place. Um, okay, actually, maybe I shouldn't say much, but it does take place in New York, just like the 2005 and 2007 movies. I don't know where the 2015 film took place, or mostly, but I know the Fantastic Four One First Steps takes place in New York, especially with the Fantastic Four living in the Bastille building. So this movie has Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards as Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby portrays Sue Storm as Invisible Woman, Ebon Moss Bauer portrays Ben Grimm as The Fiend, Joseph Quinn portrays Johnny Storm as Human Torch, Julia Garner portrays Charlotte Boss as the Silver Surfer. Unlike the 2007 version, where the Silver Surfer was based on the character Norman Rad, this version is Charlotte Barr slash the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer is a woman in this movie, compared to the 2007 movie where the Silver Surfer was a man. But still, the Silver Surfer is a pretty interesting character. I won't reveal too much, but like I said, she is the hero of Galactus, and it's pretty interesting to see what happens later on in the movie. So this movie also has Sarah Niles as Renan Nichols, the CEO of the Future Foundation. Mark Gatiss portrays Ted Gilbert, the host of the Ted Gilbert Show. Natasha Rononi portrays Rachel Wiseman, who is a school teacher and also a love interest with Ben. Paul Walter Hauser portrays Harvey Elders as the Moore Man. And then we also see Matthew Wood voicing Herbie, the Fantastic Four's robot companion. And Hugh Cadet Ralph Ineson portraying Galactus in the film. Galactus is considered the main villain in the movie, as he wants to feed on Earth, just like he has fed on several other planets. But can the Fantastic Four stop Galactus and Silver Surfer from terrorizing Earth? Well, that is for you to find out. But I thought it was a pretty good movie, and it was a really great introduction to the Fantastic Four in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, I will say, because this was not revealed months ago, and even last year, that the Fantastic Four will return in the upcoming Avengers movies, Avengers 5 Doomsday and Avengers 6 Secret Wars. I would stay till the whole credits, if I were you. Just saying, I won't reveal what happens, but I would stay for the credits. But yeah, this was a really great movie, and I'm really excited to see what happens next with the Fantastic Four. And when they meet the Avengers, that will really be something. So that's my movie review of the Fantastic Four 1 First Steps. Please stay tuned for next movie review. Alright, goodbye.